Hey there everyone, Luke here, and hope you guys enjoyed the Dr. Stone video that I did. I was very excited to talk about that, and yep, I had a good week off last week from everything, just doing what I love to do. But yeah, now time to get back into the work because working this week and also doing the Mission Yozakura family chapter this week. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Alright, so this week chapter 183 titled Bad Alpha. So I guess we're moving away from the whole versus angle of chapters for a little while. But yeah, Bad Alpha, that's a bad alpha. Now, judging by what happens in this chapter, it doesn't seem like this is anything to do with Alpha's blooming, although like I said, it might be the starting point of Alpha's blooming, because if you remember, Shinzo unlocked his blooming from just intense rage, so it might be the same for Alpha. And also, he's sporting the Shinzo face right here with his bad persona. But anyway, the chapter starts off with him reiterating that he doesn't need 20 minutes to finish the task; he only needs 7 minutes. And Futaba, whilst watching this, is just amazed, like, wait a second, did his attitude change all of a sudden? And Koichi's like, no, it did. As Koichi's just like, oh, okay, this is getting interesting. Never knew that something like this would be capable. So let's just watch the fireworks go up. That's probably what's going through Koichi's mind right here. And Hifumi is just like in shock and awe, like, oh my god, Bad Alpha has come out. This is bad news. And she's probably thinking at this point as well, like, yeah, you've got to get away from it, Shinzo, Shion, and Keiko, because if you leave Bad Alpha out, he's going to go absolutely berserk and he could potentially destroy this whole academy. That wouldn't surprise me at all, given how powerful the Yozakura 11th generation twins seem to be at this point. But yeah, they're not adhering to the warning signs at all, as they're just like, oh, cool one-liner there, Alpha. Oh, you can do it in seven minutes. Going big, but right now, even if you use the full 20 minutes, you only have a 1.3% chance of even succeeding. Yeah, okay, I know Hifumi didn't have enough luck with Futaba, but come on, Alpha has changed personalities. You do not know what this is capable of, so might want to take the egocentric back down a little bit. Down, you two. Otherwise, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. And of course, it comes to bite them in the ass right away, as we see Alpha just uses techno battle watch magic to reconstitute Shion's drones, and just be like, all guns pointing directly at the two of them. And Keiko's just like, oh, why are your guns pointing at us, Shion? And Shion is just like, oh yeah, that isn't me. Yeah, no shit, you saw what the kid did. He literally used some technology and now all the guns are pointing at you. I think it's very safe to say that it is him doing this, as he goes on to explain, I let you take control of my Alpha Watch and make part of your Shinzo drone, Shion's own drones. If I'm a part of the network now, how is it surprising that I can control it? Which makes perfect sense. Like, it happens all the time, because once you bring something into the system, if they know how the system operates, they can easily take control of it. Happens all the time in fiction, so they really should have seen this coming. And Alpha goes on to say, like, oh, you have a robust capture system, Big Shion. That's nice. Like, let me take that for myself, since I'm part of the system and I can take full advantage of it. So I'm just gonna use the tear gas, use the Big Zapper, Stun Barrage, which are things that I guarantee Alpha is going to get at some point. He's going to get his own variation of them and incorporate them into his watch as well. Maybe he'll get 2 watches. Double watch Alpha. No, because double watch Bad Alpha. Oh my god, that would be a nightmare. But yeah, so he gets the tear gas, the stun barrage, Big Sapper, the network's capture net, and the night tap tranquilizer gun. As Fruitaba again observing this, comments of just like, oh, he's taking advantage of the Shinso's system from within, clever. And you don't get any response from Creature. Creature's just there like, but I can imagine he's probably thinking what I've just thought here, like, maybe Alpha might actually find something useful if we made some stuff for him like this. But yeah, Alpha, even though he did all of this, took control of Shion's own network, used all of her techniques against her, it still wasn't enough. As we see Keigo and Shion in a cube, and Shion, to her credit, comments on the fact that she should have seen this coming, because she did see it coming, and she's like, oh, there's no such thing as an unbreakable network. That's why it's important to have many backups. Good advice there, good advice, because you never know what could happen, because I've been having problems so far, just to go off on a side tangent. I and a lot of other people probably having problems with Amazon self-publishing with their templates from Word, and how they're corrupting Word. So Amazon, get that sorted. KDP, get that sorted. I'm sorry to go on for the rant here, but yeah, figured out a way to get around that. I've backed up everything, so I'm backed up the backup of the backup. So got everything backed up just in case something like this, like what's happening here in the chapter, did happen, and it, like I said, it did to me. So got it all completely backed up. So great advice, and everybody should be following that, because you never know when your files in your computer system will get corrupted. And you see not just them in this like giant rectangular cuboid thing, but like about, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 of these Shionson's drones just gathered around them, and yeah, Hiyofumi takes the words right out of my mouth here by saying, look at how many there are, because it's not just them that are serving the fight, it's everyone around, like all the other spies that are around them, and they're just like, what? Okay, where did these... Like, I could just imagine someone from... who was just, like, coming into the academy, just being like, oh, okay, and then it's just like, okay, what is going... droids? Like, cute? What is going on right here? I can imagine someone has probably had that reaction. But anyway, she goes on to say, I grouped squads of my Shionson droids into independent networks. Hacking every last one should take you, only about 10 years. So, yeah, good luck with that, Alpha. Although you probably might be able to figure it out in 2 years, knowing Alpha. So yeah, but Ashley's getting like really overconfident here. You see just the complete demolition. So it's just like a back and forth right now. Like, oh, you've got that technology, I'm going to see it. Oh, you really thought that was simple? Like, here we go, back up here. And then Alpha's just like, nope, I'm just going to destroy it right here. And yeah, Alpha, and yet Shion just gives the best reaction of the chat. She's like, huh? I thought I had that sorted, and as Alpha goes on to say that he used the Academy's blueprint and downloaded calculated standards, deteriorate rates for like that word I cannot pronounce, and made sections of the scening thought. So basically, it's like, oh, I'm going to reconfirm my Alpha watch, and oh, here we go. This is where they're on right now. Right, scenic collapse on it, destroy all the drones. Now, Creature's gonna have to get better security for this school, for the school eventually, before something completely goes wrong and Leviathan actually gets into the school. It's not just outside the school. So he's gonna have to get better security if Alba was able to infiltrate the blueprints of the entire academy. And of course, now that Shion and Keigo are realizing of just how screwed they are because of that damn watch, and they're probably cursing Koricho now for like, why did you give him such an OP weapon, Koricho? This is worse than your Steel Spider. But he says, Alpha says like, oh, if I can't beat your system, I'll just have to beat you physically. And this is where Keigo and Shion like, yeah, do you want to go and get something to eat, Keigo? Yeah, let's go. And they just start legging it right now. Just being like they really don't want to give out the stamps right now. Like the one techniques are just like, yeah, we're just gonna book it right now. As Alpha is just like, oh well, guess he suddenly decided to get. No, Keigo and Shion are the ones saying this. Guess he suddenly decided to get real but bumped up the difficulty level. Guess we'll need better. Guess we'll have to run and regroup and get better security to so that this kid cannot infiltrate any more of this academy. But Alpha's just like, oh, allowing you to run isn't part of my plan, so. Don't be going anywhere anytime soon, you two. As we just see. Wait, what is this? Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. From what I can gather on this panel, like they're trying to run away, and Alpha. Yeah, okay, yeah, because Alpha has the watch, but built into the academy, so it's just like blowing everything open, and they're just like, oh my god, these guys, oh my god, that explosion, as they go on to say, I bet he accessed the gas lines and electrical system to produce it. Yeah, so they're just being like, oh, we can't go there, it's an explosion by Alpha, oh, another one by Alpha, as Keigo's, oh my god, yeah. Oh no, they were Keigo does. As Keigo says, oh he's so rough like me. So let's go back to basics then, and they just throw the Keigo and Shinzo dolls at them, and just like, hey Alpha, try and find us now because you're gonna you won't find us in all of these. It's like where's Wally or where's Waldo. And Alpha continues on saying like, oh, that trick may have worked before, but it won't work forever because I'll still be able to figure out a way around it. But this is where Hifumi actually starts to speak up in the chapter, and she's like, Alpha, it's not nice to put strangers in danger. And we just see her just being like attending to this, like, really? Is it how buff? Okay, he's not really that buff, but he's like way older than her, and he's locked out, and even she's just been there like, Alpha, don't be attacking the strangers. They have nothing to do with this. But Alpha said, oh, it's all, I've already analysed all the students there. They're safe. They won't be in any danger. And if they are in any danger, oh, my crypto will just pay for their medical insurance. But Hilfung was just like, Alpha, that's not the point. That's not the point of all of this. But Alpha reiterated, no. Hilfung is, but you want the stabs. I'm going to get them for you, whatever means necessary. Even though I don't particularly want to be a part of the mission, if it's for you here for me, I'm going to do it, so you better stop complaining. And this is where she starts to have the flashback of just what bad Alpha really is. So it is kind of like a split personality, kind of like the same thing of what went on with Momo. Oh my god, can you imagine Alpha as an adult with that watch, bad Alpha coming out? That is a terrifying thought. So anyway, we go into a flashback as we have Hifumi saying that he suddenly looks mean and that's kind of scary. I decide to call him Bad Alpha because of that. And she first met him when they were at home playing chess, and he would always go easy on her and give her advice and pick simple strategies. And he did all this kind of stuff to make sure it's fun for me because, it's been hearing that before, but pretty much confirmed fully in the chapter that Hifumi does not like to lose. So he probably went super hard on it at first, and then she was probably like, "You stupid game, chess is stupid. Let's play another game." It's like, okay, I'll go easy on you. And just kept going over and over again until it was actually fun for her. Like, I win. But she mentions that sometimes without warning, Bad Alpha comes out and he's not nice, and he's just like, checkmate. Nothing like the Alpha she's used to. He's just like, oh, Bad Alpha's out, I'm gonna win. No matter what here. As she continues on and reiterates that I don't know what makes Bad Alpha come out or when it happens. I don't know how to bring Alpha back either. But when Bad Alpha does come out, he always does stuff Alpha would never watch. So it's kind of like, okay, anybody reading Witch Watch, great series at the moment. So it's kind of like Cone and Wolf. Wait, let me, because I always get two characters mixed up in Witch Watch. So let me bring it up right now. But it's something very similar to what's going on here. Wolf Witch Watch. And Pie Johns will know about this. Kago. So it's kind of like the relationship between Kago and Wolf here. Like whenever Wolf comes out from seeing Crescent Moon, which since Shonen Jump exists in the Witch Watch universe, imagine Kago watching Bleach and Ichigo fighting gets attention on just seeing the Crescent Moon babe. At any point when that happens, Wolf would come out. So anything that gives off a crescent moon, you can either make it like, let me just use my hat for an example. Like, let me put my phone down. But yeah, if you made like, say, a crescent moon like that, Wolf would come out. It doesn't matter what it is. So he wouldn't be able to watch Assassination Classroom because the second the intro starts, he would be turning against Wolf. Kago would be like, okay, Wolf, please don't come out. But nope, you're watching Assassination Classroom. We're coming out right now. So that's one series he would never be able to watch. But yeah, it's kind of the same thing here with Alpha and Bad Alpha, because Wolf, after all that's happened, Kago doesn't remember. Like, it's a different personality and different being altogether. Similar to what's happening here. She goes on and says all the things that Bad Alpha did, ranging from when the bully threw Alpha's notes in the water. He made all the appliances blow up in his face, and he also made a plane crash because a rich guy did mean things to Alpha's favorite game company. Alpha made a plane crash. Bad Alpha made a plane crash. Think about how scary that is, because Alpha is 4 years old. A 4-year-old making a plane crash because a guy didn't like what he did to his favourite game company. That is truly terrifying. So she goes on and says, I'm not surprised I sometimes do stuff like that. Yeah, no kidding. You kids are insane. But she goes on and says, Alpha's nice. When Bad Alpha goes away and Alpha comes back, he remembers everything Bad Alpha... Okay, so Kago and Wolf in Witch Watch, they are separate personalities, so they don't remember what the other one is, which by the way, battle setup chapter in this week's Witch Watch chapter, Kago/Wolf and Nemu versus the main antagonist of the current arc. Not going to say who it is because spoilers. It was a twist that I didn't see coming, but looking back, should have seen it coming, and it was done way better than the traitor in My Hero Academia. Just throwing that out there to piss off all the My Hero Academia fans. But yeah. Seriously, make that tag team battle happen, because Nemu is my favourite character and I want Nemu x Wolf x Kago, because yeah, she simps for both of them, for both personalities of Kago. But anyway, completely off topic here. Let's get back to the chapter. So yeah, unlike Wolf and Kago, Alpha remembers what everything Bad Alpha did, and it makes him feel bad, and she doesn't like seeing Alpha feel bad, and it makes her sad. Very family-esque situation here, because I'm always like that. Whenever my family members are sad, it makes me feel sad. So I can relate to that here through me. As she goes on and says, as Alpha goes on and says in the flashback, I'm so embarrassed, I don't want Mama and Papa to find out. Yeah, I can understand why they kept this a secret. Why they kept this a secret from everyone. But it's even worse now because everyone is seeing Bad Alpha here. So oh my god. Lando, because Lando appears in this chapter, if he tells Tayo and Mutsumi about Bad Alpha, how is that conversation gonna go? So continuing on, Hirofumi is just like, okay, since there are so many people right here that are seeing all of this, seeing the damage from Bad Alpha, I have to stop him right now. And yeah, like I said, Nemo and Lando are watching the fight, or the tag battle, which is now turned into a full-blown fight. As Nemo says, with a cybernetic eye. Like, seriously, what is up with that eye? I need to know. She goes on and says, so that's what's up. Guess even Yozakura's have problems too. Well, what should we do about this, Lando? And Lando, not saying anything at this moment, is just giving a blank expression. As we cut back to see, Shion and Keigo still running away, and just be like, "Hey everyone, how's it going? Don't mind us. We're just running away from our psychotic nephew right now. So you might want to get yourself out of the way." And yeah, everyone's just like, "Why are the Everyone's probably imagining like, why Yozakura is always so crazy, even the younger generation." As Bad Alpha continues on and says, "At this rate, the entire Bonin will be destroyed within 10 minutes. So, oh well, yeah, Koricho, you need to do something about this watch and that person and that personality. I know you're a creep, but he's your nephew. Deal with him. Get his personality under control and get that security up and running more." Before they go on and say, before Shion goes on and says, "Well, that's a vicious thing for a kid to say. Think we should stop him?" And Kim's just like, "Nah, we're up to much worse every day growing up, so it's fine. Okay, yeah." What could be more worse than Bad Alpha? Well, I can think of a few things, but seriously, what could be more worse than Bad Alpha when you were his age? And yeah, Koricho is still not doing anything. Neither is Fruitable for this, man, which you think Fruitable would be the one to go in and stop this right now. And she goes and says, "Oh, this escalated in an odd direction. What do you think?" And Koricho's like, "Let's just continue fighting." "No, Koricho, you need to get this under control right now. And not be feasting yourself on potato chips or crisp, wherever you call it." And he's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's unstable, but that's clearly one of the talents of the Yozakura. Our talent should be given space." Not when it's the Academy at stake, Koricho. And I love this funny back, and this made me laugh when I first read it. As he's eating, he's also speaking as well, and Fruitsper says like, "Oh, much more, don't talk with your mouth full." But the same goes for you. So they're both eating and talking at the same time, and criticizing the one for doing the exact same thing. But yeah, he goes on and says, Koricho goes on and says, "Our job as a draw is to watch over the children. The ones best suited to clash against them, body and mind, are other children like them." As we see Hifumi just be like, "Screw this. If nobody's I'm gonna have to take care of a Bad Alpha right now. I don't want the stamps anymore. Stop doing this thing it'll just make Alpha sad." So she's willing to give up her pursuit of drawing the mission if it means just getting rid of Bad Alpha right now. As Alpha's like, "Oh, I told you a million times, stop calling me Bad Alpha. I'm still Alpha, it's still me right here. And don't worry, we'll get these stamps for you. So you go and take a little map." But as this happens, we have Lando just join. So it's like a new challenger has joined the fight, as everyone is just like, "Okay, we didn't expect this coming up." And Lando seems to have like drills on the soles of his feet, and he's just like, "Land drill." I love that he's called Lando and his attack is Land Drill. So what's Nemo's attack? Neem Eye. That'll be hilarious. But anyway, they're just like, "Hey, you've got a problem right here. Do you want us to take over for a while? We'll help you stop it. We'll help you stop him." And Lando's just like going through his tsundere phase right here. Like, don't get the wrong idea. We're not doing this for you guys. No. It's to impress Tayo. If Tayo gets to see this, he'll take me on as his son. And how could I not take up that opportunity? And seeing this will make Tayo. So, yeah, I don't think Lando's going to tell Tayo, although he might do just to piss off Alpha. But anyway, Lando starts to warm himself up and everything. It's just like, "Oh, so then Alpha has a rebellious streak, eh? Oh, it's time to teach him some real manners." And Alpha's just like, "Yeah, but out of this, Lando, this doesn't concern you. This is our mission, and if you interfere, we won't intend to hold back." And the chapter ends beautifully with Keigo. It's just like actually in like one of those fantasy RPGs or those MMO RPGs where you're just running away from an opponent, and then all of a sudden a new opponent jumps in, and that opponent starts fighting that other opponent, and you're completely forgotten about it. Just like, wait a second, are we just totally forgotten right now? Okay, see you later. So really interesting chapter here. Find out exactly what Bad Alpha really is like. Even though he doesn't see himself as the personality of Alpha, the Hifumi clearly does, and it might be the first roadblock in their relationship as brother and sister. Like, this is something Alpha is going to have to get under control. And like I said, this might eventually lead to Alpha's blooming being activated, like something to do with bad Alpha. Like, maybe that's what's happening here. Bad Alpha is suppressing the ability to awaken blooming, and the only way that it can be released is if bad Alpha accepts that he probably is bad Alpha and a different personality, but he can probably work with regular Alpha. That's something that could be interesting to be seen. But yeah, not really a lot to go in terms of theories in this chapter. I mean, we'll probably get in the fight next time between Lando and Alpha, which really glad to see, really interested to see, because we've had a taste of what Lando could do, and also Nemo as well. But yeah, it will be very interesting to see what they bring to the table, what their abilities are, and whether or not a theory that I'm coming is that other people can have the blooming. Like, I am still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for something like that to become, or like a completely new power system altogether. That remains to be seen. But anyway, guys, what did you think of this chapter? Let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. And this will be Lasherluke signing off. Later, guys.